Flawless in the house. I think you're on mute, bro. But you're on mute, brother. There we go.
Go. What's going on? What's going on?
Mate, happy we're through. Frustrated with loads of parts of that game. But give me your thoughts and opinions, bro.
Yeah, so firstly, obviously, happy we're through. And my thoughts and opinions on it are what I said after the Sheffield United game. Why do we need our best 11 to beat the worst side in the Premier League? They're pretty much a championship side, and we struggled. I said this about when I spoke about Ollie. What's it called? He's not good enough. There was no plan there. Like, there was no system. That, even though I didn't like all the changes he made, I understood why he made them. But with that 11, how can you not break down Norwich? How can you not break down Norwich? Why is Mata play? Mata's not a right winger. Lingard's not a left winger. So why not play a left winger at left wing and a right winger at right wing? Like, I don't understand that. Like, play players in their positions. Obviously, we went a goal ahead. I didn't see Norwich scoring apart from a mistake or a refereeing. Romero should save that. Romero should have saved it. And it's a sad state of affairs that we needed our first team 11 to beat Norwich. They're a championship side. And this is my problem. This is exactly what I said. We have the players against Sheffield United went into autopilot. When you have those 5 on the pitch, you're going to score against Norwich today. You're going to score goals regardless. But when you take them players out, there's no system, there's no pattern of play. And they're the issues we have. That win, I'm not going to go as far to say the win against Sheffield United papered over the cracks. But what I will say is the issues that we have are still there. Not good enough. Not good enough in the slightest. Happy we got through, but not good enough. Like,
do you know what I think? I look at it this way. It's where I think where we disagree in terms of the reasoning or the reason why we agree in the. Sorry, I'm just trying to stop something from going off. I don't think it's so much the pattern of play system. I think it's the quality of personnel. And I don't remember which caller it was now. It might have been Daniel who said it. And I think he's right in the sense of, I don't think Ollie starts all them players in them positions if we can't make 5 subs. So I think there's an element of, we had that insurance policy of being able to bring everybody on. Does that make sense? But it rings the alarm bell. And by the way, whether you're Poch, whether you're Nagelsmann, whether you're like Klopp, all of those managers would get rid of Mata, Lingard, Pereira. Like, they would get rid of them too. So we need to do that regardless. And I think today was another key knock on the door that, I look at Cantwell and Buendia. I wouldn't mind them as backup. They're better than Lingard and Mata now in those positions, and they're massively needed. But we are through. Who stood out to you today? Who had a good performance in the Man United shirt, in your opinion?
Say that last bit again.
Who had a good performance in the... Does he say here, flawless, the BTEC Conan Barbarian almost beat you? I don't get that.
I don't know who. Yeah, I don't either. You'll have to explain that. Cheers for the super chat, though. Give me half of that, Terry, yeah?
Yeah, it's like, I don't get who Conan... Tell us who Conan the Barbarian is. Who stood out as a good performance?
I have no idea who Conan the Barbarian is.
Yeah, who had a good game, in your opinion?
Pogba won. That was literally it. No one's performances were that good. Like, no one's performance stood out to me. Pogba looked bright when he came on as Pogba does, but everyone else was just much of a muchness. Like, I don't really think anybody played above a 7. There was no one that was like, wow, what a performance from such and such. Everyone was pretty much a 7 or below to me. Like, no one stood out. Like, I'm watching the game and I'm just like your thoughts on Lingard and Mata, like them players not being good enough. But what the best managers do is get the best out of their squad players. Like, Lingard's not a bad player. Like, we talk about Lingard like he's Pereira. Mata is not a bad player. The issue with Mata is you need to play him in a 10. He needs pace around him. Mata and Bruno should not be in the same team. I don't understand why Ollie continues with that, because they both pick up and play the same roles. Mata's not a wide player.
But I think, to be fair on that, it's like I said, the substitutions are available. Let's see if he does it in any of the Crunch Premier League games coming up. Let's see if he does it. I doubt he'll do it in any of them. And I doubt he'll do it, unless we're 3-0 by substitution, of course. I doubt he'll do it in the semi-final or final of the FA Cup. I do think it's more, one, we're playing lesser teams in games like today. He was doing it in the Europa League because you should be able to get past them. And I think so. But mate, I get you, and I think we do need better in them positions. Where I do disagree, and someone said this to me the other day, and I thought about it, was that a lot of people speak systems and managers, they get the best out of their players. If that was true, like Klopp would have kept Moreno, but he didn't.
Nah.
And I think we need to be fair to Ollie in the sense of when you've got a trash player or a player over the hill, no one's getting a tune out of him, really.
Yeah, I get what you're saying though with Moreno, because Moreno's not good enough. But Moreno, for the United comparison, Moreno's Pereira. Pereira's not good enough. Whereas Lingard, we've seen what Lingard can do. Like Lingard's not all of it. It's not like Lingard was 28, 29 during them years, and then he's hit 32, 33, and he's out of his peak years. He should be coming into his peak, the peak of his powers now. But he is he's very much a system player. We've seen it. Like Jordan Henderson is a prime example. There's a reason people are calling him a world beater and trying to actually make an argument for him to become PFA Player of the Year. Yes, you need quality. No doubt about it. Yes, you do need quality. And if you have 11 Pereiras, you have no chance. No chance. But what I'm saying is the likes of Lingard's not a bad player. Matt's not a bad player. James, like these squad players that, like, look what Klopp get. I hate praising Liverpool, but Klopp gets a tune out of Derek Origi. You telling me Derek Origi's like a quality player? No. But he gets the best out of him. This is my problem.
The Origi's a Gallo's level, bro. That's how I look at that and whatever. Yeah. But a Gallo performs for us, so it's there or thereabouts. And listen, also Jurgen Klopp is a much better manager than Ollie. 100% know that. Yes. And again, but like I said, Ollie, I want him here because I still think we need to fix ourselves culturally before we move on to that next guy. It's just how long we do that. But Flawless, bruv, appreciate you coming on as always, mate. Great.
I think he's done his job. He's done like, yeah. Salute, man.
Yeah, so you're making a point
every time, man. Respect.
So you're making a point. Just final point. Go on, mate.
Yeah. No, I was just gonna. Yeah, the final point I was gonna make is yes, I think Ollie's job is done. That's one thing I give him credit for. The squad he has left for the next manager is much better than the one he inherited. He has set this up now for the next person's success. The girl said it from South Africa on that United show yesterday, and she said Ollie can be what Brendan Rodgers was to Liverpool. Like the squad's much better. So my issue with that is now you have a better squad. The football should be better, and you should be getting better performances, and you're not. That's my point on it. We're still due to get possibly our lowest points total in the 7 years where you have a better team. That's my problem with it.
Yeah, I get that. I do, mate. Listen, bro, thanks for coming on, mate. Bless. Speak to you soon, bro. Take care, mate. Bye.